these IVs? Is there something that these people know that they can get? Like, do somebody come there and say, hey, I need this, and you guys recommend these different?
So we have our cocktails on the website.
Okay.
So when people go on our website, they're able to pick the cocktail that they want.
Right.
Of course, they will come in if they need to ask questions. We have board administered nurses, and our nurses will tell you which each cocktail has in it, and what it does for your body and what it does to help you. Even there's certain cocktails that may help you with a hangover.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so, I saw that.
Yeah.
Hangover IV.
Yeah, so the hangover cocktail. So that helps, bring people back from a long night partying, you know what I mean? So
I'm actually I want to get my license, So what are the ways that what do I need to do to get my medical license?
Okay, so it's very simple. To get your medical marijuana card, all you need to do is to be a Florida resident. Okay. And you need to have a valid reason on why you need a medical marijuana card, which will be supported with your medical history. So,
okay. Do they need your chart or like something saying that you have these?
So you can either bring your medical records, your prior history with you, which you can get from your primary doctor.
Yeah.
Or you can get it from a hospital or wherever you seek treatment from.
Okay.
Or we do have a staff available that can actually acquire that information if need be. So we make it pretty much very, very simple for you.
Okay. Is that expensive to get the card?
No, not at all. We also do deals.
Okay.
So everybody that registers, that goes on our site, they go on our website and they can go on and actually look at the actual deals that we come in. So it's like bring a friend, get $50 off.
Okay.
But typically a lot of doctors' offices, they cost about $200. We're $150.
Yeah, I've been hearing that.
So so we're $200.
Yeah,
so we're $150. So it's very, very reasonable. Like we also have deals that
you can turn it off. No, so you can take it out, turn it off.
Yeah.
Over here making business.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. So another question I had, because this is something I've heard from almost people that's out there that don't really know stuff, but you just hear it. So you're like, oh my God, I can't do that. So I hear, because I actually do have concealed weapon license. And I heard that if you have your conceals, you cannot get a medical marijuana card. So how true is that?
So that's not true at all. So you can get your medical marijuana card if you have your concealed. It's just certain stipulations.
Okay.
That you're gonna have to abide by. So if you have the concealed, it's ran by two different departments. One is ran by the Department of Health, which is the medical marijuana, and as you know, the conceal is ran by the Department of Agriculture. But there is specific documents in the paperwork when you're filling out for your conceal that actually talks about being addicted to medical marijuana. But it's a very gray area. But you are allowed to have two. They're not going to take away your conceal.
Right, because since I already have my conceal and I want to get my thing, is there like on the questionnaire, do they talk about that?
Not on medical marijuana side.
Okay, so it's like good to get them first.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. So you're smart, because that's exactly what you would do. You would get one before you get the other. And you would kind of play it that way. Because like I say, you're definitely Gucci. But like I say, it's definitely a gray area. So but you're protected by the stipulations of that you have your medical marijuana. And if you're a responsible patient, you should be able to protect yourself and also use your medication at your leisure. Right. And you just don't want to it's like anything else. You don't want to drive a vehicle under the influence. You don't want to operate machinery under the influence, and you definitely don't want to brandish a firearm underneath the influence of anything.
Right, absolutely. Because we got to be safe for sure.
Definitely.
What's the stigma you feel like when it comes to these medical marijuana stores and getting your a card? Because I feel like people don't really understand medical marijuana. So what do you feel like the stigma is?
Well, the big stigma is that everybody's just trying to get high, which it's definitely not true.
Right.
There's different ways of using medical marijuana. You don't necessarily have to smoke it either.
Right.
So
there's gummies, there's, like you said, the IVs.
Yes.
Right.
There's so many different ways of actually consuming it.
Yeah.
And actually different cannabinoids.
Okay, like oils, right? Wait, what's cannabinoids?
Okay, so cannabinoids are the different what you would say molecules that are in the cannabis. So you would say like one cannabinoid would be THC. That's what gets everybody high. Another one would be CBD. You have CBG. You also have CBN. CBG helps more so for focus. It doesn't necessarily get you high. And then you have different strains that do different things and help with different ailments. CBD also helps with anxiety. Also helps with people who have problems with eating. So it helps on many different levels. So I think the biggest stigma is that people are just trying to get high when people are really seeking help through cannabis. And people are using tinctures. They're not necessarily smoking it. You know what I mean? So it's a different.
But I feel like it's a big stigma when it comes to that. And I feel like once because you know your stuff, obviously, because you're teaching, so now I'm gonna be like, what's a CBG?
And the thing is, it's all public information. And the thing about it is, us as a people, we're not really privy to get all the information that's available to us. And it's a big stigma, especially, I don't know if you come from the islands, but my family comes from the islands. So, in Jamaica, they call it ganja. So the first thing they think about ganja, and they're like, oh man, it's a bad thing. They think about Rastafarians. But now, here we have it down to a science. So whereas people are literally getting treatment, I've seen little kids with epilepsy go into seizures and take 2 tinctures and it brings them back and they're being able to walk normal, function. I have a friend of mine, he was a security guard and he would get seizures really bad and he started taking the CBD honey and he would just eat the honey sticks and literally no more seizures.
Wow.
So it's doing wonders.
Educate ourselves, I feel like. I'm so happy to learn more because not to say I want to get my card just to, be safe and not, just be smoking weed. But I do want to get into more of the CBD and learning all the different types of oils too. One of my main things that I kind of use it for me to sleep. I don't sleep well. But when I smoke my joint, I look like, but I feel like I would want to do it maybe more healthy, a little healthier, consume it better. So how do you promote, how do you promote your brand? What do you do?
So I have a marketing team that helps, with the Instagram. So I promote on Instagram. We have a Facebook.
Nice.
We also are on Google. Word of mouth. I do a lot of networking, so I network with a lot of people who are maybe not necessarily in trouble, but in need, patients. My demographic ranges from people of all types of walks of life.
Right.
So I have from the young patients to your grandma. They're all looking for medicine. So I promote through word of mouth, but now we're starting to get more, hit the ground more, letting people know where we're at. I'm opening up another location in Port St. Lucie, so I'm really trying to.
I was gonna ask you, do you have any other location? Because this is at Deerfield Beach, so make sure you guys definitely go there. You guys are right by the beach, you said.
Right by the beach. And I also have the other office, which is not a retail space, but I have a doctor's office in Coral Springs.
Oh, okay. So the doctor's office, what do they do there? They can
that's just the doctor's office for the medical marijuana card.
Okay.
The Medi-Den is a full out, the multifaceted store where you can get your IV, your supplements, and also the doctor is there as well.
Nice. I'm super happy to have. Well, just to know about this. What other what's your motivation when it comes to this? What's your purpose? What do you want to get out of this? Having this type of business.
So I think that my main motivation is to actually have multiple stores all up the East Coast and provide this service to people, not only in our community, but in every single community. I think
just educate. I think education is key.
Education is key.
This is a real good business. It's just knowing about it to know what it could do, how good it could be for you.
Exactly. And then another thing too, I definitely want to work with people in sports industry because I come from a sports background myself. And I feel like even with the IVs, people not getting all their supplements, people not getting all their vitamins, I think that it will work definitely with the sports community as well.
For sure.
So just that's my goals. My goals is just kind of branch out, touch as many people that I possibly can, be a service to the community, and
Of course, I love it.
Continue to grow.
Of course. So how can they follow you? What's your website? What's your Instagram?
Perfect. So I have the Instagram is _Medi, MEDI_den, DEN. The website, the link is in the bio, which is the medi-den.com. It's also a e-commerce store. You can buy supplements. So wherever you're at, you can also buy.
Yeah.
So you don't necessarily have to be on Florida. Hemp is legal in all 50 states, so CBD can be sold anywhere.
Okay.
And my personal Instagram is medical_marijuana_don.
He's the Don, y'all.
On the Block is brought to you by Pick Zone, Florida. Love your selfie. And Studio 1812.